Do you want to tell us what's going on today?
Well, we have decided to come all the way out to Jim Thorpe, which is actually just a half hour away from where we live currently.
So this is how we travel sometimes. We don't do a lot of research.
Well, we just had heard so much about Jim Thorpe, and then we're like, okay, yeah, that sounds good. Let's see what it looks like when we get there.
Let's figure it out. We like to just see what's going on in each place when we get there. And so we don't know a lot about Jim Thorpe, but there is this oddly shaped tombstone looking scenario over here, and we're not quite sure what that's about yet, but it's inscripted with like every sport known to man.
There's a picture of him swimming, there's a picture of him jumping over the hurdles, picture of him playing football.
I'm sorry, he was selected as the first president of the National Football League.
He's about the most decorated athlete I've ever seen. All right, we've now officially done our homework on Jim Thorpe with a quick update for you. This, in fact, is his body.
It is him.
Our old pal's right here, and you can come see him. He's right next to the side of the road, right outside of downtown Jim Thorpe.
They do have a really nice memorial here for him though, because it was very informational. It takes you through his entire life, which was all pretty important because he was a pretty great athlete through the whole thing.
Mentioned on multiple lists as being the greatest athlete of the century or the half century, widely considered one of the best athletes of all time. And it is pretty incredible when you go through his list of accomplishments what Jim Thorpe actually did.
It is, but I'm loving the details behind it. So we did an extra little Google search because this kind of just gives you the main facts. And we found though that not only did he win the 2 Olympic events in 1912, but he won them wearing a pair of shoes out of the trash. So someone had stolen his shoes before his events, and he found a pair of shoes in the trash, and they were 2 different sizes, and he still won them.
He demolished everybody, in fact.
So I guess he was really a great athlete. No one could do that nowadays.
No, not even close. No, it's been really informational. It's free. It's
it
right
is.
off,
Yeah.
like right outside of town, and it's on a really nice day like today. It's a really cool place to come learn a little bit about history and hang out with one of the greatest athletes of all time.
It's a really nice place to visit. It is really like just quiet and quaint here, and they have a really nice nature area for it.
So for history buffs and anyone looking for a quiet picnic, yeah, if you're at that cross section of the boat, the Jim Thorpe Memorial is definitely like a cool, quick
check it out here.
spot to hit up.
We actually accidentally stumbled upon this because we were driving into like what is the famous area of Jim Thorpe, which is down by the river and the trains, and it's very beautiful.
Oh my God.
Packed. It was really like busier than we've seen most towns on like last summer on a non-COVID day. So it was packed, and we're gonna probably go take more of a drive through just to see what's going on. Maybe some of the trains took off and there's fewer people, but we definitely want to explore more of Jim Thorpe. This
Absolutely.
So cool.
Yeah, the video was supposed to be centered on that, the main stuff to do with the city, but it's probably not. We're probably not gonna be able to get to it just because of how many people are there.
Yeah.
But definitely from the safety of our car, looking to do some window shopping.
Yeah, exactly. Bookmark places to come back to.
It's like, oh yeah. We'll be back, Jim Thorpe. Don't you worry.
We'll be back for you. So we followed the car trail down to Lehigh Gorge State Park, and it's very pretty.
Yeah.
But again, very packed.
Yeah, so even the like wide open spaces, there's just so many people, it doesn't make sense for us to get out and fight the crowds today.
We definitely didn't expect it to be so crowded. We've been trying to keep distance from everyone, and there are signs. It seems like the park is doing their best to ask people to wear their masks and stay distant, and it's just when there's that many people, it gets too hard to do. So we're gonna skip out on this today, hopefully come back later this year. I think Jim Thorpe only gets more popular in the fall. So
We'll try and take a day,
We're gonna try.
maybe a Friday or a Monday or something. And
maybe a day in the middle of the week.
Yeah, maybe like, I think also setting out in the middle, like the morning, not at the middle of the day.
Yes. Oh, that's a good call, because we normally do leave pretty early in the morning. Today was a little bit different. We did some editing and things this morning and had a late start. And by the time we got here, there's like whitewater rafting tours, all the kayakers, the canoers, the hikers, the bikers, the walkers, the train riders.
Yeah.
So there's just a lot going on. It is 3:45 right now. And I guess we've been here since like 2, so it's been pretty busy. Maybe just come, you know, if you're coming on a weekend, just know what to expect.
I knew it would be pretty, but I'm pretty blown away by how pretty it is. I was like mouth open. It was so pretty when we were driving through town, and then like the mountains around here are pretty dramatic actually for the Northeast, and I'm just really blown away by the area. It's a nice drive.
It's a nice drive, yeah. Like even coming into Jim Thorpe was really pretty, so it's really awesome to get out here and just see the town.
We did learn. This is hot news. Jim Thorpe, the man, has never ever set foot in Jim Thorpe, the town.
Yeah, we were really confused about what he had to do with this area in particular, and of course we assumed, well, he had to have lived here or done something here, but no, that's not the case. It actually looks to be hotly contested back in like 2013 to 2016, so I don't know if there's still litigations about it, but the family was asking the town to return him to the reserve that he was born on in Oklahoma, which I don't think they did, because the memorial's still there. So yeah, he's never lived here. He's never been here that anybody knows of. But the town, previously Mauch Chunk,
combined with another town,
were gifted his remains by his third wife.
Yeah.
As like a tourist attraction, which like, does that sour it a little bit?
It's definitely a little bit of a dark history. Yeah. It's a little bit of dark history. I don't think it's necessarily soured it. I'm on the side of give Jim Thorpe back to his family.
Hashtag give Jim Thorpe back.
Give him back. Tell Jim Thorpe to give Jim Thorpe back.
Yeah. They can keep the name as Jim Thorpe. It just doesn't, I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't think it sours it, but it does like, ooh, it's like, oh man, that's like, that's an interesting piece of history to understand and be aware of.
It is.
And then hopefully, fingers crossed, he'll go back home to Oklahoma, and then Oklahomans can enjoy hanging out with his memorial.
And if you guys are interested in what these mountains are, just to let you see, it makes traffic just a little bit sweeter.
Yeah. So, plot twist, one last stop before we make it home. You'll be driving back from Jim Thorpe, and you'll see these signs that look like a total, like, pitch, you know, like they look fake. Like it says free 100-mile view. Free. Just take a left. And you're like, okay, what is actually going to be there? It's a free 100-mile view, and it is out of control. It is so pretty. You could see 100 miles in 3 different directions, beautiful towns. You could see the river, lakes, everything. It's, oh my god. If you do make it out to Jim Thorpe, go check out the 100-mile view for sure. You have to. I mean, you see the valley, you see the mountains, and then the mountains past the mountains. This is just, it's so peaceful, and there's like a lot of vegetation around, and we just hear the crickets and all of the bugs, which I think is just adding so much ambiance to how beautiful this is right now. Absolutely. There's signs that there's going to be a 100-mile winery coming soon, so there'll be a winery up here to check out sometime in the future. So definitely like a really nice and relaxing must-see event. There has to be something here. Like I could just sit here for hours, and it's so peaceful. It's so quiet, and I feel like everyone else is being really quiet too, because it's just like incredible. I don't know. I have no other words for it. It's romantic. It is romantic. Come check it out.